No sweat yard care tips for a great looking yard, part 2. Alright, so in the first video in this series, we went over, and this is specifically for the Las Vegas arid desert climate. If you wanted to have like a regular grass, water and mow your grass kind of yard in the front or the back. And so we gave you some tips on that, on how to do that. In this one, we're going to go into other options, which I actually prefer and I think is a great idea in the desert. Firstly, because you can save a lot of water, and we don't have a lot in the desert. And they also look really good. And the first one is what you might call a hardscape or rockscaping or a rock yard. And hardscapes or rock yards can be really great backdrops that can really give you a dazzling variety of desert plants. And all of those plants, have actually a lot of color, and you can mix in, the right kind of pavers and retaining walls. And you can really, have fun and get something that looks good. You might even have a little water feature there. Some people do that too. So you can see in this picture, you've got the variety of sizes of rocks. You've got the smaller little ones that are more granular and mixed in with some bigger ones. So you can create effects like that. You can create patterns, shapes. You can go like Zen or Japanese style or whatever you want to do with that. And then you can mix into the different size rocks and granularity. You can mix in like plants like aloe, cactus. You could have a mesquite tree in there. These are all drought resistant. They don't need much water. Agave, elephant's food, they're all good plants to put in that kind of rockscape. In addition, you can put in colorful desert plants. There might be things like Hummingbird Trumpets, Mealy Cup Sage, Mexican bird of paradise, desert marigold. So you can have a lot of fun and really make something that really pops and is really nice. So the other thing that you can do is put in synthetic grass, and so in this picture you've got a good example of how that, again, you might put synthetic grass with some pavers. You might mix that into your rockscaping and with some drought tolerant plants. So the nice thing about the synthetic grass, it doesn't need any water, although here in the desert I will give you a summertime tip with synthetic grass. If it's soaking up the sun all day long and you want to go and sit on the synthetic grass or something and play on it, it can actually get quite hot. So if you're having a party outside on the synthetic grass and it's in the middle of summer, a good tip is just to get a hose and just spray a little bit of water on the grass, just a tiny little bit. It'll cool it all off. But apart from that, in the middle of summer, you really never need to put any water near that, and it's always comfortable, and always, of course, looks really good. And the main thing is it reduces the need for all that lawn maintenance that's required for a regular green grass growing lawn. So instead of spending all your time mowing, fertilizing, aerating, watering, doing all those things, you can get back just to enjoying time with your friends and family, which is really what you want to do in your yard anyway. Okay, so there's some tips for you on alternatives. Especially this is specifically for the arid desert climate, but it's good for other yards as well. So they're some of my favorites are the rockscaping and the synthetic grass. But let me know what you guys think. Maybe you have a particular kind of yard that works well for you, a mix of all three or one or the other. So drop a comment, let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned, there's more videos coming. And I appreciate you guys watching. Hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for the next one. All right.